Hello everyone, it is great to see you. Welcome to another video. Today we are looking at the dragon variation of the Sicilian defense. Let's get right started. Without further ado, I will explain to you how the dragon variation works, and we looked at the accelerated dragon as well, and so in connection to that I think this will be very interesting. It is kind of similar, but it still has lots of differences, and so very interesting to be able to share this with you guys. Okay, so the first thing that happens in the Sicilian, as you know, is e4 and then c5. And in this position, after white goes knight f3, what we usually saw until now is knight c6 a lot. But in this case, we actually go, very interestingly, d6. And this d6 move actually supports this pawn. It also opens up lots of attacks on the queen side later on, so very interesting move. And what white will do in this position, usually they'll just go d4, really challenging the c5 pawn. This will take, and what black will do in this position is go knight f6, attack this pawn over here, kind of consolidate for the center. If white goes knight c3, this is now where the dragon happens. Black will go g6. And this is the dragon variation, the kind of classical dragon. And what black essentially is trying to do is they're trying to fianchetto the black square bishop and fight for this diagonal. So with this d4 square, c3 square, this whole line, they're trying to fight for. And so very interesting variation. Black is conceding a very strong center from the start, but is gaining lots of future pressure down this aisle, and a quick castling also. And white is gaining lots of activity, especially with the dark squares, with the knights. And actually, in this scenario, the most dangerous of white's response is going bishop to e3. This is often called the Yugoslav attack, and this develops the bishop. It supports the center, this knight. It also prepares for something like queen d2, and then trading this this bishop through something like bishop to h6. Because this bishop is so important to this whole idea, trading this is so important for white, and something that should be avoided for black. And so often what white will do in this position, they'll go queen d2, and then they'll castle queen side, and then they will do lots of attacks on this area using something like h4 h5 or something like g4 g5. So very interesting situation here. What black can do actually in this position is do something like let's see. They can actually develop this pawn like this, knight to c6, and then or they can also do something like this, just finishing this fianchetto, and that's actually what is the most popular line. Now bishop is active and will continue to put pressure on all of this diagonal, so very significant move to play. Also, what we'll do in this position, they can play f3, and this is a very important move that helps to support this e4 pawn, and it prepares for something like g4 g5 later on. So really going down this king side. And so if black castles here, white will do something like queen d2, trying to again switch this bishop, and black in this position can just develop playing knight c6. And then often we can actually play g4 right ahead like this, just go on fully attacking the king side, but we can also play a bit more safely, go long castle. So various ideas here. White's thematic plans essentially is trying to get a quick attack down the king side, and so eventually go g4 g5, h4 h5, even something like this, and then also something like bishop h6, so in order to trade that, and then sometimes even f4 f5 to support the e-file and try to break open this kind of pawn structure around the king, and something like rd to g1. And so something like a rook lift that of a sort to support the g file attack. So go here and then maybe stack it up like this as well. Various ideas. For black, there are also lots of ideas. What is often what is often thought of is going rook c8 eventually to try to pressure the queen side. Also trying to go queen a5 or queen c7, either one of these moves to really pressure the queen side. Also, break the center with d5, something like just completely off the bat, trying to expand and do some counterplay. We can also do something like knight e5 as well. Go here, and also do something like knight c4. So various moves that we can do here. And we also have the option of doing a6 and then b5, and so just kind of doing this kind of idea later on as well. So this is a critical moment when black actually plays d5. This is going to be a very important movement. Doing at the right time is very important. In this case, I think it would actually be quite the right time, because d5 actually really doing a premature d5 can be a very big tactical disaster. If, for example, if we went this, and then knight takes, and then knight takes, and then queen takes, then white is actually in a, wait a minute, give me just a second, d5, e takes d5, knight takes d5, knight c takes d5. Oh, okay, this is not the case. Yeah, in this case, it would actually be pretty good for black. In a good position, it can actually end up with something like this. And so, very interesting situation. We can actually prepare for this move even better with something like queen a5 even before that, and various other ideas as well. And there are also various moves here that we can play, and I will actually cut this video and then divide this into another one so we can get into it. But yeah, that is actually the dragon defense, and I will be waiting with a part 2, so join me quickly in the next video as well. Thank you!